What would it mean for the Cuban people if Yordenis is able to win this fight on Saturday, based on everything that's happening in Cuba now in particular?
Yeah, it's a big thing, you know. Actually, we all Cuban out of Cuba, we've been suffering for many years. The oppression, I am the one I got 33 years out of Cuba.
33 years.
I spent like 20 years in Thailand, in Japan, and I've been suffering to be alone in somewhere we not belong to. So for us, it's a very clear signal that even we out, they not allow us to, they not see us as a Cuban, but we're fighting for the over, you know, they don't, from where we coming from, you know.
And he's been through so much just to get here. I mean, how much have you guys as Cubans talked about that and what
yeah, it's a daily talk between us, and I totally agree. Cuba need freedom, you know. They give a chance to the people to have a very honest way of life, no slavery like there are right now, you know.
Do you feel like whether he wins or loses Saturday night, that he's already won because he's set financially for life after this fight? You know, coming from Cuba, where
yes, of course. Yeah. But you know, one thing you have to make sure, you know, is some fighter, on a sportman, have a pride more than money. Is the value you can achieve when you have a fight like that, you know. So it's not only to go with money to get the paycheck, they pay and then go. No. He fight for his own pride, his love to the sport, his love for boxing, you know.
So you think we'll see him let it all hang out more than ever?
For sure. You know, he is a very clear example for a long time. He's been struggling here in the United States, you know, and bad situation. We are immigrant, and every immigrant have to adjust to the way of living, you know, the society, and all these changes have been true. So, he succeed at the end of the day, but he need to keep working for what he loves, boxing.
Ismael, you kind of laughed when I think Freddie Roach said something about a knockout. And you said Pacquiao hasn't gotten a knockout. He's only knocked down fighters recently. Are you guys don't see Pacquiao as that power puncher that he was before? He hasn't gotten a knockout in a while.
It's not. Pacquiao is no. I don't take away any respect from him. He deserves it. But one thing for sure, Freddie talking about dreaming, because Pacquiao, if you see all his fight, he dropping the guy, but he cannot finish it up. And before Pacquiao, remember, I'm telling everyone, Pacquiao lost with one of my fighters back in Thailand in the 97 for WBC.
The body shot, right?
Body shot.
That was your fighter?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I don't like to take away from him. I never say to anyone, but
you beat him before.
Anything can happen. No, I respect Freddie. I respect Pacquiao, because we living from the sport. I know how much sacrifice any fighter, any trainer to succeed. So it's the respect I give to them always, to everyone.
Do you remember that fight when it happened? Was Pacquiao obviously was a champion?
Yeah, he was for WBC 112 pound back there in Thailand, you know. So I spent in Thailand more than 20 years. I made there 6 world champion, professional world champion, Olympic gold medal, silver medal. It was my time in Thailand, Bangkok.
Did you know that he was going to go on to be a great fighter, even though your fighter won that fight? Did you?
Who knows? No one knows.
Right.
Really. No, I admire the Pacquiao when he came into United States. He started to fight with the great Mexican, and he retired many of the greatest Mexican fighter in his time, you know. And this is the respect he achieved.
Ismael, I haven't seen that video. Can you break down how that knockout happened with Pacquiao back then?
Body shot. It's many years.
You think they're underestimating the power of Ugas? They're talking about Manny.
Yes, of course. They're not talking about the Ugas power, you know. So let's see. I cannot tell you, but I don't like to say, no, we go for knockout. We go for the best fight. And we will try to win. All the best. We're working for it. Yordenis Ugas, in this time, he have 136 sparring round. 136 sparring round. Because we're supposed to fight our first with Spencer Jr., and then they pull out, and then they're talking about Berto, and then we need to switch to Berto, then Berto pull out, and then came Fabian Maidana at the end. And Pacquiao, only 10 days notice, and we are lucky. We have the two-time Olympic gold medal, Robesi Ramirez. He's same size as Pacquiao. He's a great southpaw. We have Claudio Marrero, Dominican Republic fighter. It's very solid one. We did the adjustment. And of course, if we had to do adjustment, Pacquiao had to do as well. So even fighting in that case, you know.
And this last one for me, Ismael, how important, I know you can't get too much in the game plan, but how important will counterpunching and the body attack be Saturday night?
You will see.
Okay. Thank you.
You will see.
A lot of your family still live in Cuba?
No, not that much. My father used to be an American-based worker in Guantanamo Bay, and my mother is still alive, in 97-year-old in New York.
Wow.
And my father passed away, and most of my sister and brother living back in New York.